Change job is the process in Workday that's used to change almost anything job-related about an employee within your own supervisory organization. It covers everything from transfers, change of location, working hours, to company code and cost centers changes. This can be initiated through the My Team Management worklet in Workday by clicking Transfer, Promote or Change Job. There are two types of change jobs. The first type doesn't need a position or job requisition and covers processes such as a change of manager only, location, and working hours. You would also use this type of change job for extending or terminating contracts and making a fixed-term employee permanent in the same role. The second type requires a job requisition and a position which is typically completed by the initiating manager and the receiving manager. You would use this type of change job to move an employee to a new or different role at the same or different level, move them to a new role with a new manager, or to take on a secondment assignment. As a manager, it's crucial the correct reason for the change job is entered into Workday, as this will determine the approval process based on the complexity of the changes. Here are a few tips for managing the change job process in Workday accurately. 1. Where job changes are taking place across teams, it's important that the existing and new managers coordinate to make sure that there's an approved position job requisition and an agreed effective date before the change job process is initiated. 2. It is critical that the receiving manager confirms the correct supervisory organization for the transfer prior to submitting the transaction. This can be found under Which team will this person be on after this change? Note that Workday principles state that a manager should only have one supervisory organization. The only time a manager would have multiple orgs would be if one of the orgs was inherited or the manager was covering on an interim basis. 3. Workday always defaults to the first day of the next pay period for change jobs, as retrospective payments are not encouraged. However, if the change job is to be backdated to the previous month, for example, you must contact your reward partner for approval, attaching a completed retro form. 4. A fixed-term employee is already an employee. Therefore, a position and requisition are not needed to make a change from fixed to permanent. However, to convert a contingent worker to a permanent employee, you should contact the resourcing team. 5. Only one employee can fill a position. However, a job overlap allows for 2 employees to be in the same position, providing there is a transfer, termination, or leave of absence transaction for the current incumbent with a future effective date for the new employee entered in Workday. To do this, raise the job requisition for the existing position to start the hire process. Enter the termination or transfer for the current incumbent. Then, enter the hire or transfer for the new employer if known. It's important to remember that this must be entered before the effective date the current incumbent leaves. It cannot be done retrospectively. These are just some of the updates you can make to the change job process through Workday. For more help and support, go to the How Do I section of Workday.